Yes, Mr. Say.
I've seen that there are some people who are trying to follow Sufism or Tasawwuf, that they say part of being separated from dunya is not being concerned with what's happening in the world.
That is philosophy. That is not following those ones who are teaching them tasawwuf. Look at Hazrat Rumi. Was he not concerned with what was happening? Look at Shah Abdul Qadir Gilani. Is he not concerned with? Look at Shah Bahauddin Naqshbandi. Is he not concerned? Look at all the major saints. And all saints, are they not concerned with dunya matters? Especially when this dunya matters concerns Muslims that are being tortured and punished and killed and murdered by unbelievers and by the enemies of belief. They never say, oh, this is just dunya stuff. We are removed from this. No. They fight against that, yet at the same time they have tawakkul in Allah. They are, happy with whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed. But they also know what is haq and batil. And they also know what it is to stand up for haq. So all this kind of philosophy, it fits to their ego, because it means you just don't care. Any one of them who say this have their father in front of their eyes to be tortured and killed. What are they going to say? Have their mother, have their children, have whatever that they love in front of them. Then if they say, oh, it doesn't bother us, whose sunnah it is, I don't know. I don't know whose sunnah. Because the Prophet ﷺ certainly cared. He certainly cared. Sahabis, they certainly cared. Tabi'ins certainly cared. The believers, they certainly cared. But those ones who say, we don't care, let them be hurt. Take the one needle, see if they don't care. If they don't care, and they follow that kind of sunnah, which is not really the sunnah of the prophets, if they pass with that, then we cannot say anything. Good luck to you. But because they're lazy, and it's a perversion. They're lazy and they're scared. And there is not enough faith there. There's not knowing where are the boundaries that you're supposed to go. Are we saying now, do this to the extreme? No. Are we saying this? We're not saying that. But at least you must care and you must say, this is wrong. Look, Kafirs are saying this is wrong. This is about being human. So those who are saying we are not concerned about this, good luck to them. Those are the ones who are going to say to the prophets, you and your Lord go fight, and then tell us about it. Astaghfirullah. No. Our hands are tied. We're not saying go fight. We cannot. But there are other ways that we can support haq. There are other ways that we can bring down batil. In our actions, in our dealings with people, to step on our ego, that is the first step that you can. Assalamu alaikum.
You and Sheikh Effendi always encourage and ask what's going on in the world. That's part of when we meet, that you ask. And this last point that you just said, how does knowing what's happening in the world help us to recognize the batil in ourselves more effectively? How is that part of this training in this way?
Islam is not philosophy. Look at the Holy Prophet ﷺ. He did not come just to bring a philosophy and say everyone can live any way you want, any lifestyle that you want, support any regime that you want, any ideology that you want, any kingdom that you want, and as long as you do your obligations and everything was okay. No, he came to bring a new civilization, and he brought a new civilization. And the Ottomans did that again. Ended Roman rule, ushered in a new era. So, where is this foolishness that says you are living in this world, but you should not care about what is happening in this world? Where is it coming from then? I know where it's coming from. Shaitan. Shaitan does not want to make you to be concerned about anything. Like I said, for those ones, let them to go through deprivation and suffering that the rest of the world is going through. And they're going through that, and they think and they say it is okay. Then we say, continue with your understanding. But no prophet and no saint is doing that. Even Hazrat Isa. Hazrat Isa, they say there's nothing that he owned. He was, to the Bani Israel, he brought tasawwuf, spiritual teachings. He's doing everything according to the laws of Musa alayhi salam, the Sharia, but he came to bring tariqat. Did he come to bring tariqat? And to tell the Hawariyun, don't be concerned about whatever that is happening in this world. He went to the place where the Bani Israel were worshipping, and they were mixing with so many different things. And especially for them, the most important thing was money, the money lenders. It is in their books. He came and he overturned that. That is a very strong symbolic act. This is the prophet that is the most otherworldly, let's say, other than the Holy Prophet, let's say, for the sake of argument. Yet he says, I've come to bring down the kingdom of Batil. I've come to change everything. And next time when I come, it is going to be even more forceful. So, there is a direct correlation between your spirituality and what is happening. How can there not be? How can you be a person who says, I'm so spiritual, yet you see your neighbor starving or in trouble, you say, I'm not concerned? That is shaitanic. How can you be? If you're concerned about your neighbor, and you should be, because the Prophet says the rights of the neighbor, so important. And our Mashayikh are saying, Shaykh Ali is saying, your neighbor is 40 houses, east, west, north, and south. That's how you build the closeness in Ummah. If that Jibreel alayhi salam, in the night of Miraj, was saying to the Prophet alayhi salam about the rights of neighbors, he says, I thought that neighbors are going to be more important than your own family. Meaning neighbors, meaning what? Your community, your Jamaat. Then how can it be those ones who say, I'm not concerned with the Jamaat? I'm not concerned with other than myself. That is very satanic. No. Concern, you must be. To pray for them, you have to. To do anything to change it, now that is according to permission, capability, and what is for you. For those who are able to change with their hands, they must change with their hands. For those who don't have that capability, they must change with, like they say, you have a platform, then you must speak. If you don't have that, then at least you must, in your heart, you must do something. A believer acts. So, may Allah save us from that kind of deviation, because that is not following any prophets. That is not following any Sahabi. That is a new age satanic teaching that is making people to become very selfish and very lazy and very egoistic. Because the Prophet ﷺ, he's our only role model. Every role model that we have is also looking to him, alayhi salatu wassalam. And from beginning to end and to post-eternity, he's saying, Ummati, Ummati, my ummah, my ummah. He is concerned about his ummah. So those ones who are super spiritual and they're not concerned about the ummah, to you. Go to anywhere you want. We must be concerned, inshallah. Capability, maybe we're not capable. Responsibility, there are others that are more responsible than us, than the awam. However, that's not giving us a free ticket to say we are guiltless. No, we are not. Assalamu alaikum.